Hey guys, it's Pokemon Raichu26. Now this video is not a Pokemon video. It's actually a Naruto video. So as those of you who keep up with the manga are aware, Naruto just ended. Chapter 700 was the final chapter. It just came out this past Thursday. Today is Wednesday, so tomorrow it'll be a week ago that the final chapter came out. And I debated making this video because I didn't know if people would actually care to hear. I know most of my viewers are Pokemon obsessed, so I don't know how many people who are subscribed to me are really into Naruto. I'm sure quite a bit, because I did make a Naruto video. But anyway, that's besides the point. Chapter 700 finally gave me something that I've been waiting to see for 8 years. This is just my inner fangirl, so I apologize for those of you who didn't know I have a huge fangirl side. Shikamaru got with Temari, and that was something that I've been waiting since 2006. I got into Naruto around 2005. Shikamaru was my immediate favorite character. My sister and I both got into Naruto at the same time. I was 9 going on 10, and my sister was 12, I think. But anyway, Shikamaru was my always favorite. You know, what a drag. I watched it in English dub initially, then I started to get into the sub. But anyway, the whole what a drag thing, I thought that was cool. He was just a great character. And then when he fought Temari in the tuning exams, that's when it sparked. Like that's when I was like, oh my gosh, Shikamaru and Temari. That's just awesome. Like, it has to be true. You know, they had a lot of moments throughout the series, especially in Shippuden, if you're that inclined. I call it Shippuden. I know it's Shippuden, but there were more moments throughout Shippuden, and it just became so evident. Like, of all the couples in Naruto, I feel like Shikamaru and Temari were one of the only ones that was, like, mutual, rather than one-sided. Like, throughout the whole series, you know, we knew Hinata loved Naruto, but Naruto loved Sakura, who loved Sasuke. Like, it was just a huge cluster. And I felt like Shikamaru and Temari was one of the best because they both had moments. You know, they both liked each other, I think. So actually seeing, like, and just to give you some background, before this chapter was released, I kept telling myself, like, the final 2 chapters, like, you know, they're gonna get out of the Infinite Tsukiyomi. Hopefully we'll get to see the resolution, and hopefully some of the pairings will get together, because if not, that kind of would suck, you know? So I was like, you know, Naruto and Hinata is obviously going to happen. Sakura and Sasuke, I wasn't so sure, but I kind of thought, it probably will. But then everything from there was like, okay, anything could happen. I was really happy. Now, Shikamaru and Ino shippers, please don't hate me, but I always knew Shikamaru would not get with Ino, because if you think about it, the whole Ino-Shika show, if Shikamaru ended up with Ino, or if Ino ended up with Choji, there wouldn't be a Yamanaka for the next generation, because she'd be married to Shikamaru, who they'd have a Nara, and if she married Choji, they'd have a Akamichi. So, like, I always knew that that wouldn't work. Plus, Ino always loved Sasuke/Sai, so it just didn't make sense. So, again, sorry, I'm not dissing Shika-Ino shippers, I'm just saying I kind of always figured, like, that's not gonna happen. But with Temari, it just seemed so, like, perfect, because she would always call him a crybaby, and he'd call her a troublesome woman, and all that stuff. And, you know, in my opinion, I just thought they were perfect together. So I think of all of the pairings that happened, because in this chapter we got Naruto and Hinata, Sakura and Sasuke, Shikamaru and Temari, Sai and Ino, Choji, and I can't pronounce her name, I think it's Kadui, I don't know. Which, that was kind of weird, but whatever. Who else? I think that's it. I could be wrong. It seemed like Lee had a kid, but I'm not really so sure. But anyway, yeah, this video is, I know I'm not reviewing Naruto chapter 700 as a whole, I'm just looking at the Shikamaru and Temari aspect, because seriously, I still haven't processed that it's real. Because for the past 8 years off and on, you know, I haven't spent the last 8 years just shipping Shikamaru and Temari, but for the past 8 years off and on, I've supported them. And I was always like, yeah, Shikamaru's totally gonna get with Temari, it's totally gonna be real. And now the fact that it is real, it's like I believe it, but at the same time, it's just like, it hasn't truly clicked. And here's what I love the most. This is the last thing I'll say. I'm just putting this out there for the people who actually like read the chapter and want to hear my thoughts on it. Sorry, my thoughts only really have to do with Shikamaru and Temari. But anyway, here's what I loved the best. I was like, if Shikamaru and Temari do get together, I think it'll just be one panel. We'll just get one panel of Shikamaru saying like, "Want to get married?" And she'll be like, "Yeah, sure." Like I thought that was gonna be it. The fact that they actually had a kid meant so much to me. It was like I read the chapter and I saw the kid. It was like Shikadai, that's his name. I was like, oh my god, who is this? Who's the mom? Like I saw, you know, obviously the eyes looked a lot like Tamari's, but it didn't click until I turned the page and saw Sai and Ino had a kid. So I was like, okay, Shikamaru got with someone not Ino, and I was really happy because, again, sorry to the Ino Shika shippers, but I never supported that at all. When it went to the page, I had to read it like 12 times because it just didn't register. I was like, oh my god, is this really happening? Like, when I went to the page that showed Temari and Gaara and all that, when he said Uncle Gaara, like, my heart stopped. I was like, oh my god, Tamari's the mom! Like, I had to go through so much. I had to go through so much that day. Just, I couldn't even focus on school. I, like, all throughout school, 'cause I had my long day of school that day, I was like, I can't focus. I can't do this. Like, I'm 8 years of shipping them and now it's real. So, I'll just end it there. I just wanted to share my thoughts on chapter 700. I know, like I said, I'm sorry that all I really am excited for is the fact that Shikamaru got with Temari because, again, to make it short, they're my favorite pairing in the show. Shikamaru is my favorite character in the show. Temari, I think he and her are just perfect together. She's also, in my opinion, like, one of the best girls in the series. I know that's an opinion. But yeah, I was just super overjoyed, and now the fact that we get Naruto the last movie in December, even though we in America probably won't get it till May, June, I don't know. But now I'm just pumped more than ever. Just wanted to share my thoughts. I know I said I'd be making videos more, and I haven't since I made that video, because I needed time. I was, you know, having a hard time with school, but now I'm back again. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on chapter 700 if you read it, and tell me your thoughts on some of the pairings, and if you think Shikamaru and Temari was the best. Yes. Alright, have a nice day.